Hey guys, my name is Michael and f you me nuh-uh. 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 My hair's like really fluffy today. Anyways, on with the video. So there I was just minding myself as I went to my DVD wall as I went to go look for my Shrek DVD and plop it into my DVD player to go watch it on my TV. But as I was looking for that Shrek DVD that was going to play for the 6th time this year, I just wanted to look around the DVD shelf. Just see things from my youthful days or something that was odd and or obscure from my youthful days. That's when I stumbled upon something fun, something great, something filled with knowledge. What might be this knowledge-filled item, you might ask? Well, I'm talking about the one, the only, the Schoolhouse Rock. See? It's right here, 2009. Seeing this DVD case again made me learn two things. One, there's a Disney logo right here and right here that I just, and right here that I just somehow didn't realize. I didn't know that Disney has had this for a while, and by a while, I mean 1996. How was I supposed to know that the Disney logo has been on here for so long? I wasn't even born yet when they acquired it. Now, the second thing that I found out is that this year marks the 50th anniversary for Schoolhouse Rock. You know what it's older than? It's older than Tom Holland, it's older than Star Wars, Facebook, the Confederacy. I'll give you the brief cliff notes of what Schoolhouse Rock is if you've never seen it or have heard of it before. Schoolhouse Rock were short film music videos that last about 3 to 4 minutes long and that were filled with American education. Part of me kind of doubts that it was also broadcasted out of the US. It all started with a man known as David McCall who found out that his son was struggling when it came to multiplication. I don't know if they just tried hiring a tutor for his son when he found out he wasn't that smart as a kid, but it doesn't say anything here on the Wikipedia. But what McCall did do was hire a musician to write a song about multiplication to help him out. Instead of just hiring a tutor, nope, hire a musician, you know? Who doesn't love a good little song? That musician they hired was known as Bob Duro. Also, really quick, I can sympathize with the kid if he was struggling with something like his 12s or 11s, but if it was something like his 3s or even 5s, don't even get me started on 2s. If it was, I just thought about 2s, ooh, that would have bully him. It aired all the way back on January 6, 1973 to 1985. Now, something I feel like I should preference for those who, again, have never heard about Schoolhouse Rock, or for those who just forgot, it wasn't just like multiple different videos just for like standalone categories. It had different subject categories and they had 7 of these bitches. They had 7. It wasn't like something where it'd be like, okay, a few on this one, a few over here. It started off where it's like, okay, do all on one category, then do all on the next, then do all 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 the next. These 7 categories I will name as the 7 rocks, or the name that they were given, I guess is what I could do as well. The first rock is 7, and the one that started off was known as multiplication rock, with all of them coming out the same year being 1973. The second rock would be American, no. The second rock would be grammar rock, which lasted from 1973 to 1976, where Schoolhouse Rock would go on a bit of a break until 1992, but it wouldn't make its actual turn until 1993 with 2 more from grammar rock known as The Tale Mr. Morton and Busy Prepositions, where instead of reading the shortened way of saying it as busy peas, I read it as bussy peas. Next was God Blessed America Rock, which lasted from 1975 to 1979, then releasing 2 more in 2002. Fourth was Science Rock, which making videos from the later half of 1978 and 1979. Fifth, and the shortest one of this series, was Computer Rock, which lasted from 1982 to 1984, which also oddly released all of them on January 1st. Huh? I don't know why. They just did. Money Rock was the 6th one that lasted from 1994 to 1996 and was the end of the classic releases of Schoolhouse Rock, aka everything on this disc over here. They were also released as 7th and the last of the series, which would be known as Earth Rock, and they released this on March 31st, 2009. I won't be covering this one. I hope you know that. The reason being is that 1, it wasn't on here, and 2, it wasn't even on Disney Plus. I think it's kind of weird that it's not. Like, they just forgot about it. I remember watching Schoolhouse Rock either in my free time when I was at home or even at school. Granted, it was more like first, second, and third grade, but they still played it, okay? From what I can remember, they were pretty fun and entertaining from when I was a kid, and they were also very, like, knowledgeable. They helped me learn. Sometimes when I would be hanging out with my friends or family and I just bring up, hey, remember, like, Schoolhouse Rock, you know, when we watched it as a kid? They would all have the same reaction of, like, either being like eyes wide open, jaw dropping to the floor, and everybody just being like, yo! And then we bring up Conjunction Junction Guy or like the Bill. Recently, Disney Plus has also released a 50th anniversary sing-along special to celebrate it and brought out on a bunch of artists to make it really special, you know, add a little pizzazz and some dance numbers as well. Pizzazz. So I sat down to go watch through the whole special, and by that I mean watch the dance number and immediately do something else that gave better quality entertainment. But with all this being said, it made me want to sit down and ask the question, what made Schoolhouse Rock so memorable or iconic? And that's where we're gonna go look into it. I have a few points that I'm gonna show up on the screen right now, and we're gonna jump into the first one. The first one, of course, being the obvious one, the songs. I watched them all, and I gotta say, they're good. At least a good majority of the songs to me are good. Bob Dura was doing the music and the lyrics. Like for all of Multiplication Walk, it was him minus 2 songs where someone else sang. But as time did go on, he became less and less involved or credited in writing the music, songs, ideas, performance, you name it. After this, majority of the songs would be mostly featuring Lynn Ayres and Dave Fishberg. The performance would also change here and there and would also vary in quality for me, for my ears. Like, I wasn't a biggest fan of Grady Tate's vocals or the songs in general that she was a part of. Hey guys, we're here to stop this brief video for an important announcement. What I just said there was considered slander. It was false. What I meant to say is that I wasn't the biggest fan of Blossom Dearie because I followed up with this. And I thought Blossom Dearie was either a hit or a miss. And you see, Grady Tate is not a woman, he is a man.
He's stupid.
So there's my little confusion by saying Grady Tate is she, not he. Grady Tate has only performed in 2 songs, which another person has done, which I will mention later on. The first song he appeared in was I Got 6, which was pretty solid. Then it follows up with Fireworks, which I thought was pretty not solid. Whereas Grady Tate is just doing the best he can with a song that is just subpar. And for the person that I thought it was hit or miss, I don't know. Maybe it was Lynn Ayres. I really do not know. Why did I mention this? So yeah, I just thought I should clarify that. Sorry for the heinous act that I just committed right now. I only caught this because I was looking up the images for these people and I realized, wait a minute, Grady Tate is a man? So yeah, back to the video. There are 2 singers that I want to highlight that were just chef's kiss. Zachary Sanders, who only was in 2 songs, just 2, but the man, the myth, the legend that you hear him and you're like, that's the guy. And guess what? He did both these voices, and that's the man known as Jack Sheldon. He never misses. He's like I said, he's the Bill, Conjunction Junction, Rufus Xavier Sarsaparilla. And now we're going to get into a little fun part right now. I'm going to direct you to my tier list that I made, ranking every single songs, except for Earth Rock. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Drumroll, please. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! There you go. Here it is. Here's the tier list. This is what I thought were the top dogs. Here's what I thought were just great. Here's the ones that I thought were still good. Here's the ones that I thought were okay in the middle, you know. These are ones that I thought were just meh or skippable, you know. And these are the ones I thought were ass. And this one, I don't know where to rank this one. I feel like there should be some clarification to these spots though. Everything you see C and above, those are the ones that I don't hate. Those are the ones I thought were still good and still like listenable, you know? Even the ones that are in the yellow tier are still solid to me. It's just the ones that are above it, you know, they just don't compete. They don't. D and below, they had these thoughts for me. They either dragged on, I didn't like the song or singing or both of them. It aged poorly or all the above. What the fuck is Elbow Room? What the fuck is that? So if we take that in mind, all the songs I have on this tier is just 52 songs. And out of the 52, 37 are C and above. I'm no mathematician, but that's over 50%. And honestly, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Below it is just 15, and no, I'm not counting you. I did have a video where I was just ranking every single song individually to see where they stand by, which is why you have this tier list. But I just scrapped it because it was boring. But I'll quickly run through the rock categories to just, give a little quick summary of what I thought of them. Multiplication rock, again, is the first one that they made, and where Bob Durr was behind everything. Like I said, music, lyrics, performance, almost everything. It was a fine start, like all over the place on my list. Some were meh, some were not good to me, some were solid, a few I really liked, and I will say I was biased with one of them, and that was the 5 song because I just really liked it. And 5s were easy, Grammar rock is the best rock and is also peak Schoolhouse rock. And no, you cannot change my mind. Sorry, not sorry. There is not a bad one in this rock at all, except for this one where it's just kind of okay. You know what? Boom. This is when Zachary Sanders and Jack Sheldon make their debut and kill it. 3 out of 4 of the songs in S rank are from Grammar rock. The rest are in A and B and the one in C. And now American rock.
You ruined it. You ruined it and I'm leaving.
What actually happened when it came to this one? Half of the songs are in D and F, but at least 2 are in A and the rest in B. So good job, I guess. The 2 and 8 carry. Next one is science rock, which is better than America rock. So good job on that. You got something. All of them are basically in B tier, with, I want to mention, Telegraph Line just being way better than what I remember it to be. I don't even know what to say about computer rock. One's fire, the rest ass. There you go. Next one. Now we finish it off with money rock, where it was same thing as science rock. It was floating around B and C. And the last song to end it off was just not good. And that's my quick run through of the categories and my thoughts on it. Thank you. There we go. Thank you very much. My second point that I will now go into is the characters. They are sweet and simple when it comes to their designs. Literally, the most recognizable and fan favorite is just a paper, a ribbon, a button, and whatever you think of that they wanted to be as a law. Boom. The Bill guy. There you go. Conjunction Junction. And also being the #1 Thomas the Tank Engine fan when I was a kid, and seeing this man live out the dream that I wanted as a kid, it was just great to see that this is obtainable. I can do this and be happy. These two guys are the dos compadres when it comes to Schoolhouse rock. Some others have some pretty good memorable designs, I would say, like Interplanet Janet, the Cat Gangster, American Woman, Grease Guy, about every one of the multiplication rock guys, Verb Superhero Man, this superhero who looks like Titan, this superhero who looks like a kid, and Benjamin Franklin. All these characters in their respective songs had a purpose and filled them out. It's not like they just threw the Bill guy in to talk about the nervous system. They had something to tell. They taught said subject they had something to say. They taught the said subject, and they did the job well. Third point I want to go into, it's how they taught the said subject. Like I said, the songs were about 3 to 4 minutes long, so they couldn't waste time on some silly little, it can't just be like telling you the song and then have like a little filler arc in between it. They couldn't. They had something to tell, taught said subject, and they did the job well. Multiplication was the best at doing this for me, which is probably why Schoolhouse Rock was able to continue on for so long. Really came in clutch for these speed quizzes I did in first grade where I had limited time to solve many multiplication problems. Kind of just wish it got me ready for the world of fractions. I didn't really need anybody to teach me about computers, because while everybody in preschool didn't know how to use one, I just looked at them and laughed as I cracked my knuckles. God damn it. There we go. I would just crack my knuckles like you saw there as I would hop on the computer and play some Nickelodeon game like from Wow Wow Wubsy. America Rock was actually useful here because I wasn't at a point where I was tired about hearing about American history. This whole video has just been me shitting on America Rock. I swear. Nothing against it. It's just you get at a time where it's just like boring. So as a kid when you're first learning about stuff, that's fine. It's fine. It's more of like just me adding on to my personal hate for Elbow Room. Fuck Elbow Room. All my homies hate Elbow Room. But I don't even know why I'm going off on this one song. It's not even the worst song. My next little quick point that I'm going to mention right now is that these songs still hold up. And what I mean by that is that it doesn't feel too outdated with the stuff, with the knowledge. Math is math. Grammar Rock you'll need to watch a few times to get the hang of. The middle end of America Rock is better. The rest is solid to teach when you get to that point. And now I'm going to end it on my final point, which isn't really a point. It's more of me going on my Instagram and putting up a little Q&A thing to see what made Schoolhouse Rock just so memorable and iconic for you. And I can't believe the results. I can't believe the answers. I'm looking at it right now and all I see is the Conjunction Junction song, or talking about the bill wanting him an intimate wage, which is just, I don't want to show. Disgusting. Why? He's just trying to hopefully make the world a better place, and you're just here looking at this poor little guy like, what? But I think that's all that needs to be said about Schoolhouse Rock. The people behind School Rock brought something to teach our parents' generation something fun, and then years later, people from my generation are looking back at it, even being learned it. It is something that a good amount of my generation has been taught and now look back at fondly, from the vocals hit, the songs hit, the videos hit, the characters hit, and no, you cannot hit the bill. I built that all up just for that part. Thank you. Now stop it. But that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, let me know by liking this video, I guess. Also, comment below how you would have ranked these songs in a tier list, you know? Just like tag me in it from like Instagram or Threads, you know? Just be like, hey, you're wrong. This is how you should have ranked it. And I will look back at it and just wag a little finger. Also subscribe, as that will put a smile on my face. Now if you'll excuse me, I have some unfinished Excels that I need to go back to work on. My teacher still wants me to turn them in. She's not very happy that I haven't yet. But yeah. Okay, bye.